Welcome to the Crescent Hammer YouTube page. This week we're going to do head stuff. Oh no. Head studs, head gaskets, heads themselves, hopefully push rods, everything else. Completely assemble the heads. Hopefully I'll get the heads on here completely, all buttoned up. Got me some head studs. I'm gonna put them in there dry and hand tight. For this year and model of LS engine, there's short studs, medium studs, and long studs. The long studs go all the ones on the bottom row, and the center three. The two outside ones are the medium studs. All those studs are M11, I believe. And then there's 5 short studs. They're all M8. They're the ones on the very top, the 5 on the very top. I got head studs because it's just how cool they make me feel. Like the engine looks kind of like porcupine right now. It looks really cool, in my opinion. Also, there's nothing the cooler feeling when you just slide the heads on and it just slides right on the studs, and then it looks really cool, in my opinion. But all right, I installed all these studs with the nuts and the washers on them. Not a smart idea. I need to take them all off. We're installing lifters and lifter trays. This is one of those things where people disagree on all the time. I don't know if I should do it or not, but I'm gonna attempt, I guess. Spray some copper gasket on these headers, or head gaskets. Before I go installing anything else, I really need to just scrub all the oil, grease, get everything off the mating surface for the heads. Make sure it's all extremely clean, no rust, no grease, no nothing. Throwing some dowel pins on there. Just having issues getting the heads on because the dowel pins weren't lining up correctly. When I tried to install them, I couldn't push them down correctly into the head. They kept moving back and forth, so I couldn't get the heads on correctly here. I tried a few different things, and then I came up with this option. Getting these dowel pins pushed in straight, pretty difficult. Kind of a pain in the butt. So what I did is I took an old head bolt, threaded in behind it, and this is so it goes in perfectly straight. Then just slowly put a little bit of torque on it, and it'll push it all the way down, perfectly flat and straight. You can feel it just bottom out, no torque on it. Spin it out. Need to put all these washers and nuts on all the studs, lube up the nuts, and then install them. I don't have the correct torque specs on all these right now, so I'm just gonna do everything to, well, all these, the M11s to 15, and we'll do the M10s to 10. Okay, got these all torqued down to 10. Got these ones all torqued down to 15. I will do some research and continue torquing to the right amount. Figured out, or I just looked at the website for these head studs. They're all supposed to be, these are supposed to be torqued to 75, except the medium ones only go to 50, and then the small ones go to 22. But you have to do them all in sequence. It is raining like a cow pissing on a flat rock. One thing that's pretty annoying about these bolts is basically every bolt on here is metric, and these bolts are SAE, are standard. That's annoying. Now I have to get the 5 short bolts to 22 foot-pounds. Okay, all these head studs on this side are done. Both heads are all torqued down to, I think, what they're supposed to be. I'm gonna cover up all the intake and exhaust valves so nothing falls in there. Throwing push rods in, let's go. Going to install my rockers. To properly install the rocker arms, you have to put the engine at top dead center, torque down the rocker arms that don't have a compressed valve, rotate the engine 360 degrees, torque down the other rocker arms that aren't compressed. That's basically it. Remember, it's a 4-cycle engine, so it doesn't just go 360 degrees. It would be 720 degrees would be one full cycle. It's the first gasket I'm going to reuse. It's more of an O-ring, I guess. It's O-ring for the valve covers. Just going to clean her up real quick. Together all these bolts. Okay, the heads are on. Valve cover's on. Everything's torqued to spec. There's some definite scrapes in my paint, but paint's not the best. I'm not a fan of the paint. I don't know. I made a decision and I'm sticking with it.